Hello, my dear children. Good morning. Today we are going to continue our fifth lesson, Europe. We have discussed about the four seasons in our last class, and today we are going to discuss about land and agriculture, agricultural revolution. So first title is land and agriculture. Land and agriculture. So how many acres of the land is in the Europe, and how is the agriculture? Coming to our India, farmers, they are cultivating their fields, that too very small fields, like 1 acre, half acre, 2 acres. Very few of the farmers are the landlords. Landlord means the person who owns 100 acres of the land. He is known as landlords. European plains and river valleys are very fertile. It rains here all through the year, and the rivers also do not dry up in any season. As a result, the plains are highly suitable for agriculture. However, a large part of Europe is mountainous. That is not suitable for the agriculture. Some countries have very little agricultural land. Just 3% of the land in Norway is available. Just 3% of the land of Norway is useful for agriculture or cultivation. Agriculture or the cultivation. And 30% of the land in England is cultivable. 30% of England. So this is land. This is land. So 30% of land in England is cultivable, means useful for the agriculture. And then next, in the Germany, 40% of land in Germany is useful for the cultivation. But coming to our India, 55% of the land in India is used for the cultivation. There is an acute shortage of land in Holland. So now we call this Holland as Dutch. Holland. Dutch. It is old name of the Dutch. The people of Holland reclaimed small portions of land from the sea by building embankments called the dikes to push back the sea. The land that is reclaimed is called polder. In Eastern and Northern Europe, it is not possible. In the Eastern and the Northern Europe. So this land is not possible for the cultivation because snow falls here. For 6 months, the snow begins to melt only in spring, leaving very little time for crops to ripen. So that there is a chance for only one crop in the northern and eastern Europe. Wheat is the main crop in the European plains. It is grown extensively in France. The wheat is grown extensively in France, Germany, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Italy, Greece, etc. wheat is the main crop in the Europe. And the fruits like grapes are used for making wine. So Europe is famous for the wine making. The Mediterranean countries like Portugal, Spain, Italy and southern France are famous for their wines. Barley, oats, rye, sugar beet, potato etc. are also important crops of Europe. They are manufacturing the sugar from the beet in Russia, Ukraine and Germany. Russia, Ukraine and Germany. Now it is agricultural revolution. Agricultural revolution, that means changing the agriculture from traditional way to modern method. Traditional method to modern method. Earlier we were used the mota and the cows and bullock, wooden plow, wooden hoe, sickle, digging stick, and we used manpower for the paddy transplantation, varinatu, and also harvesting done by the human beings, especially the women. So weeding, threshing, seeding, plowing, everything was with the help of traditional methods. So that method to modern method. Nowadays, what we are using? We replace them with the automated tools, machines like wooden plow to tractor, machines. Now everything is done by machine. Plowing, weeding, threshing, harvesting, transplanting, seeding, everything is done by the machines. So that is known as the agricultural revolution. So one more definition is here. So producing more from the same quantity of the land. From 1 acre, by using these modern methods, a farmer is going to produce more grains. That is also known as the agricultural revolution. Most of the cultivation in Europe is carried out in large farms, more than 50 to 100 acres in size. Generally, farmers build their houses in the fields. They are known as farmhouses, and these farmhouses are very big and they contains with many rooms. Like there is a store room, and also there is a room for their godown, as they use as godown, and also use some rooms for their cattle, sheep, and rearing of their pigs, and also for the poultry. So these big farmers hire the laborers to work in their fields. They also use heavy machines like the tractors and the harvesters in the Europe. So large holdings and mechanized farming enable European farmers to earn a good income. They live in comfortable houses equipped with modern amenities. They used gas and electric stoves for cooking about 50 years ago. And meat is a staple food in the Europe. They get the meat from poultry and also from the goats and from others. So meat is the essential part of French diet. It is obtained from poultry, cattle and pigs. All houses have larders or cellars to store meat, cheese and wine. The farmers obtain most of the things of their requirement from the nearby towns. In the beginning, these farmers baked their bread, but nowadays they are buying the bread from the shops. Modern agriculture in Europe, agriculture is practiced as a commercial enterprise. Just as any industry, the farmers make his living by selling their entire produce and getting all their requirements from the market. The agricultural technology they use also requires the use of hybrid seeds, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, etc. Discovery of sea routes. Discovery of the sea routes. So no part of the Western Europe is too far from the ocean. Everything is close to the Europe ocean. So in contrast, many countries of Asia are thousands of kilometers from the sea. There are thousands of such seaside settlements where seafaring people have been living for hundreds of years with centuries of experience of sea travel. The European sailors were famed for their skill and courage on the seas. They were also skilled in building boats and ships. Initially, ships were built and used for fishing in deep seas, and also used these ships for their international trade. From the very ancient times, the people of Europe have been trading with India and other countries. When the Ottoman Empire blocked the sea route to the Europe countries, then these Europe country people wants to discover the new sea routes because they were getting many goods from our India which only available in India, and they have great demand in all over the world. So by that they earned a lot of the money. Due to that they decided to find the new sea route to India. They exchanged these goods with the gold. And finally, about 500 years ago, the West European sailors and traders began to search for new routes to India. They went around the Africa, and also they went around the seas because the Arabs, Ottoman Empire, blocked the sea route. Then the Christopher Columbus went to the America, but he thought he reached to India. He thought Earth is round. Earth is round. If we start the journey from one point without taking any turns, we will reach the same point. So Columbus went and discovered the sea route to the America in the year of 1492, and after the Columbus in the year of 1498, Vasco da Gama went around the Africa and found the sea route to the India. So these two helped a lot to the people to continue their trade with our India. So the ships of those times had sails to harness wind power. Their ships moved with the help of the winds. They are known as the trade winds. With the help of the trade winds, their ships moved towards the countries like America. So the western lights blow from southwest to the northeast to the southwest. In other words, the two winds blow in opposite directions all through the year. This helped Europeans to travel to and from America easily. They could go to America using the trade winds. They reached America safely with the help of the trade winds. So this is about our Europe lesson. By this the lesson has completed. Next we will discuss about Africa in our next class. Thank you children. See you all. Take care, ma.